Today we're going to be reacting about assumptions about Josh and I and see what you guys think and either confirm that it's true or debunk it.
Welcome back to your Cup of Tea podcast. It's your boy Josh.
And it's your girl Katie. And
you guys have the wildest assumptions about us.
I mean, I've seen comments that are like pretty wild sometimes, but for the most part, I feel like you guys are pretty accurate because I mean, we show so much of our lives on social media. So I feel like they have a good idea.
Yeah, but like there's so many just assumptions and I feel like a lot of them are kind of crazy. I mean, they're assuming stuff about our sex life, our friendships, our YouTube life, finances. Our money, our finances, our relationship. I'm like, y'all really, do you guys actually think this? Or is it just trying to give a juicy assumption?
Before we get into what they said, I remember there was like a couple things that were said a long time ago, which I always thought was so funny. One of the biggest assumptions I feel like everyone always thought about you was because you were an MMA fighter, that you were like an abusive boyfriend.
Bro, I
so
swear.
Funny to me because like
someone was like, oh, Josh is abusive, like low key or something like that. I'm like, I'm a teddy bear,
which I love because like it's so funny because if only they knew you, you were like the softest, sweetest, like even if you called me, like if you were like, you're a bitch, like I would be like caught off guard. Well, like you are so not aggressive with your words. You're not aggressive with your body language.
I was gonna say
I've never feared you in my life.
I feel like I'm not fear me.
I feel like you fear me more.
I do. I feel like I've never been like, I'm not hot headed or like short tempered. So I've been in one street fight in my life.
And you were like little. So like is it even a street fight?
Stupid situation.
Is it even a street fight if you're like 10?
I was
12
in 11th grade.
Were you?
Yeah.
Oh, my little bad boy.
That's like 16. You know? I fought my best friend at the time.
That is something though, like really quick, I just love about you so much is that you aren't a hothead because like I feel like you are so strong and you could totally like beat up so many guys, but you're just like so quick to.
I'm honestly a lover, not a fighter. Like,
yeah, like you always
say that.
You're
even
a
when I fought MMA, I was like, I fight MMA or I do the boxing, jiu-jitsu, wrestling. I did all that because I like the sport aspect of it. I like the mano a mano, like 1v1 aspect of it. Like, and really it's you versus you at the end of the day.
You are your dad's son,
like
100%. You're a lover.
Match of the sport, not like I want to break you. Now that does come with the sport, and like that is kind of really the goal. But at the end of the day, like you always hope no one gets hurt. But I'm a lover, not a fighter. I'm a teddy bear.
You really are though, because like I just feel like in any situation, I remember a lot of my family members always said this about you when they first met you. They were like, Josh like just diffuses any like family fight.
Who likes to fight, like, or be in a bad mood? Like that's no fun.
No, but he's so good at it.
Love each other and just enjoy life.
I mean, easier said than done, but Joshy B, he's a pro at diffusing situations.
So basically we did a poll on Instagram. If you guys don't follow us there yet, are you
what
good?
What are you doing?
Yeah. And we're just going to rifle off a bunch of these you guys said about us.
Okay. I'm nervous.
So one is you want another pup. I'm just going to debunk that right now.
A puppy?
Absolutely not.
Another dog?
Yeah. Pup.
No.
Topper, I feel like is the perfect dog. Like,
I just feel
I feel like everyone says their dog's a perfect dog, but I really feel everything about Topper I absolutely love.
Also,
it would be so hard to get another dog.
When we used to watch like his siblings, like I feel like they were so bad together. Like it was like two dogs was so much work, and
they feed off each other's
energy. And it was like they were both doing things that they never would do, and then like alone they were so much better. And like I don't know. I feel like I love having one dog. Maybe in the future we'd have two dogs, but.
We'll see. Stay tuned. You never know. I feel like when baby girl is here, maybe a little puppy with her would be so cute after like a couple years. But her and Topper too.
Yeah.
Maybe when Topper's older.
Oh my God! Don't say that. I thought you were gonna say maybe.
No. Don't say that.
Like, please don't make me cry on the podcast.
Okay. Another assumption is you show off your money, which I just feel like that is so far from the truth.
Yeah, that one's actually. I feel like.
Okay. I feel like there's a lot of stuff we could show off
that we don't.
We don't. I don't know.
Even like you owning a McLaren, like we're like so not like the flashy type of like. I feel like we never really like flex with the car or like.
No.
I mean, it's in the background of stuff. It's in our garage,
but
like
our garage, you know.
But even that, like, there's something about like driving a supercar is when I don't like when people like are like, yeah, like they give you that like weird stares or something. Like
I don't like the
weird.
attention it brings, but like I like going fast in the car, like it's cool. I like that. But I was gonna say, like, I feel like we don't really show off any money. Like we don't wear like designer clothes really ever. Like
we both just wear like athleisure clothes.
My
like,
ring is $2 off at Amazon.
Same.
Like,
just kidding. Drama.
I don't know. No, I feel like what do we really show off?
We have like certain nice things, but I definitely think like designer and things like that is not our vibe. And that's not to shame if it is anyone's vibe. That's just like not what we like to spend our money on as much.
I think it's easy to say you show off your money when we are blessed with like the house we have, being able to travel and stuff. And like that could come off to somebody like, oh, they're showing off, like they get to do all this fun stuff because they have money.
Yeah.
Maybe that I could be the only reason I would think anyone would ever say that, or if like you posted like a nice steak dinner, which we don't even.
To be fair, like as influencers and social media people, you just show off your life. So I've always shown off my life, even when I was 15 and I lived at my parents' house and I was growing up. My parents' like kitchen wasn't nice, or like I drove like a crappy car, like. I showed that off too, you know? So it's kind of like I just showed 100%. My life. Whatever this situation was.
But we used to vlog in your parents' house. Like,
can we talk about that though real quick? It's not
like we were showing off anything. We didn't have money when we started filming.
A lot of times people think it's like, oh, you changed because you have money. It's like, no, maybe just like what's changed is like the location of our house like is different, or like where we're filming because now we have our own house. But I think sometimes people like don't like to see people have money because they think that they've changed because they have certain things.
I think it always depends on your audience and like your niche and what you do, because like I have a buddy who has like 3 supercars here, and like his audience like loves it. Like, it motivates them. It is like, oh, like I want that one day. Like, you know, it's good for his audience. I feel like if we were to do that, everyone would be like oh, you guys changed. You're rich now. Like, oh, like you have a cool car. I don't need to support you, or like something like that, which is fine. Like, and not everybody. We have a very supportive audience, but I feel like kind of the outsiders that like are part of the audience but aren't like really a part of the community would probably think that. I think our loyal diehard community like are so supportive and appreciative of anything we do. Yeah. And like will be with us like their ride or dies. But I think a couple of people like outside looking in would be that.
I think the only time it's bad is like when influencers like promote things like that so much, but then they kind of like dog on like real life like products or like 100%. Real life like things that are
I'm literally the first
people.
Person to be like, honestly, the supercar, like it's so cool, but it's a waste. Like I don't even drive it. I choose to drive our Tesla or the truck any day over driving that, just because it's easier, it's more convenient, more stuff fits in it, gets better gas mileage. Like it just makes more sense.
I mean,
but I do love driving that car.
Even our truck before, like we had a Raptor, but it was an older Raptor. It wasn't like a super expensive Raptor. We would like, I would always be like, can we take that car? Like it's more practical. I like that car way more than the McLaren. I feel like Joshy B and I's like mindset is always like, what's practical, what's easiest, you know?
But with that being said, I do like having that car.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a good one. Well, not a good one. I don't know if we want to expose this, but which we have on podcast before. You waited till marriage. That is a great assumption. I feel like that's probably one of like 5 actually positive assumptions in here.
Yeah.
However, I would have to let you down and say no.
We did not.
We did not wait.
But I do think waiting till marriage is a really good thing. So if you're doing that, I would never like shame someone for doing that. No, I actually think it's so cool.
Wait till marriage.
I personally think like it would have been, if I hadn't of previously like not waited till marriage, I definitely think that that's something that I would have wanted to do. And what's actually weird is I feel like even though like obviously you didn't wait till marriage either before me, I feel like Joshy B would have waited if I wanted him to.
Oh, I would have been down.
Like I just feel like it would have been hard, but I feel like you would have been about it.
100%.
Also, I think waiting till marriage is really good, but I gotta be honest. So many people are always like, "Oh, well, like we waited till marriage, like this and that," or like but then they get married so fast. I think that's almost worse, in my opinion, to like just get married just so you can have sex, because like.
Well, yeah, that's a big
the smallest part of a marriage. Like, obviously, it's very important, and sexual intimacy is like very obviously important. But I think so many times, like I know a lot of like Christian couples will do this, and it's like I'm not saying that they're rushing, but sometimes I'm like, okay, I know
like you could hang out with somebody every day for 2 months and you still don't know.
You don't
like,
know them. You haven't
don't
put
really
them
know each other. I'm not saying don't wait till marriage, but I'm saying like don't just get
rush.
married because you want to have sex with somebody. If that's your overall goal is to wait till marriage,
Yeah.
I would be like, yo, that's a great goal, but like you gotta stick it out.
Yeah.
Too much. You gotta make sure
put your time in, you know.
But like, I don't know, because then someone would be like, well, when you know, but 2 months is fast.
I agree. After like 6 months, like I knew Joshy B was the one, but also let's be real. When I dated my ex-boyfriend, like at 6 months, like I thought he was
that's
the
what
one.
I'm saying. Like me, and same thing with my ex, or like even other girls I talk to. Like 2 months, like you're still everything they do is like so cool and amazing. It's like
everything's perfect,
everything's always
that's
perfect.
Not even to hate on people getting married quick, because I don't think it's that big of a deal. Because I mean, we got married after like a year. Well, we got engaged after a year and a half.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is don't rush it just for sex. Is all. That would be my biggest advice.
Yeah. Especially if it's your first time. It's gonna last every minute 20-30 seconds.
And it's not gonna feel good.
Anyways, moving on. Y'all are having 3 kids. Great assumption. I feel like 3 kids is just like the number if I had to pick.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
I'd rather have 4 actually. I don't know.
I don't know, because that might be a lot. Like,
we gotta have a kid first.
We gotta get there. 4 kids might be like, holy crap.
Josh doesn't love Katie the same since she's gotten pregnant. Quick shout out to our sponsor, Rocket Money.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys are anything like Joshua B and I, but we have signed up for so many subscriptions because we've done try it now for 30 days for free. And we're like, oh, let's do it. It's
30-day free trial always gets me. And apparently it gets, what, is it 80%?
80, yeah. So 80% of people have subscriptions that they forget about. So you guys could be wasting money and not even realizing it. Rocket Money helps you find those forgotten subscriptions so you can stop paying for ones that you don't use.
So make sure you guys check it out because you don't want to be forgetting and losing money that you should have. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps you lower your bills all in one place. Over 3 million people have used Rocket Money, saving the average person up to $720 a year.
That's a lot of money to
That
save.
is a good amount of money.
So you guys can stop throwing away your money, cancel unwanted subscriptions, and manage the expense the easy way by going to rocketmoney.com/yourcoupletea. That's rocketmoney.com/yourcoupletea. rocketmoney.com/yourcoupletea.
Josh doesn't love Katie the same since she's gotten pregnant. He doesn't show any affection. That is a lie, Olivia. You are lying through your teeth.
No.
I feel like if anything, I love Katie even more.
Yeah, I feel like you've been I mean, I feel like you've been the same, or
first
if not
of all,
more, but
I would choose this body frame over any. I love the belly. The belly makes me so happy.
Because I'm holding baby girl. You get to kiss
my baby girl is in there. I get to kiss, not only do I get to love my wife,
true,
but I also get to, pop down and give the belly kisses. So that is definitely not true.
Yeah, no,
I feel like if anything, it's even more.
Yeah.
But I guess you would be the only one to actually,
the only thing, Josh, just kidding. I was going to say, Josh, you've never made a mean comment about my pregnancy body or anything like that. Because to be honest, I feel like I work out a lot. So I feel like my pregnancy body hasn't changed too much.
You are
I really just
fit and in shape.
I just have a belly.
You could be.
But it's all baby. But I think it's so funny because obviously I am pretty fit during this pregnancy. Joshy B will joke. What do you always say? What are you, 3 bills now?
Oh yeah, it's a joke because our friend called someone 2 bills being 100, a bill being 100, so 200 pounds. So
and I thought it was the funniest thing. And I was like, how many bills am I? And Josh was like 3 or 4 bills. So now he'll be like, how many bills are you today? And we joke about it. It's not a
I mean, yeah, I would say I love you way more. Yeah. You eat out almost every day. I would say
yes,
that is pretty much true because say we eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner at the house, we still go get coffee somewhere, or say we don't get coffee somewhere, we eat breakfast at home and make coffee at home. We probably grab lunch somewhere, eat dinner at home. We try one meal a day. We probably eating out, which sounds so bad.
It does, but also
not.
when it's 2 people, I feel like it's not as big of a deal.
It's boring to eat every meal at home. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, it is. But we like the food, so like we like having dinner at home, and we really do like making lunches. But a lot of times we're on the go, so like either we'll get meal preps when we don't eat out.
But for me, I think what it is for me is like we're at home so much.
You just want to get out.
So it's like, I don't like, say we were at home all day today. Like we ate breakfast at home, ate lunch at home, and then it was like dinner time. I'd be like, all right, like I want to get out of the house.
Yeah, if
like,
I'm
not trying to eat dinner at home.
If I was at work all day long and I came home, I think I would just want to cook dinner at home. Like I'd rather just like be at home.
Someone said you're thinking of buying a vacation house in Michigan for when you guys go back to visit.
That's actually
possibly.
Oh. Well, like not
I'd
this
say
time.
I am.
You're trying to buy a vacation house now?
No, like not this time when we travel back, but
that's what I thought they meant.
Like when obviously the baby will be born in September-ish.
Yeah.
I would say for like next year to have a house to go back to in the summer.
This would be my idea. Is like one we kind of talked about this. Is we definitely would want to get a lake house in Michigan just for the summer, so
or
we
just
can be
rent. We'll
close
just
with family.
rent one for like 2 months.
But that's what we said is we might want to rent around for a couple years until our kids at that point, because like I would want to like make sure one we have like a really good spot, or unless like the market goes down and we buy a house up on a lake up there would be cool. But we wouldn't move there. It would just be the summer, because Arizona summers are.
We're not moving back to Michigan. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no.
You guys are set on a name for the baby girl. That is a fact.
That's true.
I almost said it in the vlog the other day. So we had to go back.
And he started to say it. He said like the first letter, and then he looked at me and he's like, and I looked at him, and then we deleted the clip.
I know. I'm gonna eventually. I feel like it's gonna come out. Hopefully.
No,
hopefully not,
Josh, don't say that.
I know.
You have to be better, because
it's not. I'm not gonna let it out. I'm not gonna.
You have to be good.
I did tell someone the other day the name.
Who?
I did. Swear to God, I'm spelling it right here. What is that face for?
Who'd you tell?
It was for a good reason though. It's for a push present, and I have her word that she won't say anything.
Okay, don't say who it is.
I won't. You don't even know who she is, so that's fine.
You are.
It's for a present. I had to.
Oh, I think I know what the push present is. Well, you asked me another question the other day, but I'm scared.
No, that has no correlation.
Okay, are you sure?
Sorry.
Because what if it's not, the right size?
That has no correlation. I asked her what her ring size is the other day. Moving on.
Aww.
You guys are really rich and
wait. Back it up. Do I know this person?
No, I already told you no.
Okay, good.
You guys are really rich and great people. Depends how you define rich. Rich in life.
I'd say we are wealthy because we are healthy. We have a great relationship. We have a great family, and
I don't know. I guess someone could say we're rich, but like that, I don't ever view it like that. We put a lot of our money into investments. So like when we look at our bank account, it doesn't feel like we're rich. No,
because also like we invest our money, we spend a lot of money on like companies and stuff.
Rich is just, what's the word I'm looking for? It's so different to each person. Like someone could say, oh, you have to have this amount of money to be rich, or oh, if you have this amount of money, you're rich.
To me, I feel like
I think rich is a feeling in life. Yeah, it's not even money.
Because I'd rather have a great family and friends than have a ton of money and like just have people support me.
Someone said Josh UB is going to spoil the baby so effing much, and I feel like yes.
I feel like yeah, but I don't know, because you don't totally spoil Topper. Like you're a little more strict on Topper.
No, 100%. Because I don't know. Yeah,
I'm just
you gotta
so
discipline
curious.
your kids. You gotta discipline Topper.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna spoil her.
She better not be a brat because of you. Josh was being a brat yesterday, and I literally was like, "Don't. Our daughter's literally gonna be a brat because of you."
Someone said y'all secretly knew that Katie B was pregnant during the pregnancy prank video, which was filmed in Michigan.
That's actually
coincidentally
so funny.
enough, Katie didn't even know she was pregnant. So that actually is super crazy.
Okay, wait. Now that I'm thinking of it, during that prank, did you then like have suspicion, even though after I said it was like obviously like I was like, oh, I'm just pranking.
Once you said it was a prank, absolutely not. It just totally left my mind.
Well, that's because it's so funny because I love that
But in that
video.
moment, I'm like, yeah, you definitely could be pregnant. Like we were, you know.
Well, clearly I could have been because I was.
Yeah,
but
well, you
what's
were.
so funny about that video is I watched back and I'm like, I'm not even pregnant. He thinks I'm pregnant. Like I look so stupid.
You do look like an idiot because you were pregnant.
It's just funny because I'm like.
Plot twist.
I'm like, I got him. I actually told you I was pregnant. You knew I was pregnant before I did then because I told you. You just didn't listen.
Facts. Katie is the boss in the marriage. Thoughts?
No.
I would say no. I think we make a lot of decisions together, but I would say like
I think you make more decisions.
At the end of the day, I would definitely say me.
Yeah, I would
just
too.
As far but like who's to say like who's the boss? Like I don't.
It sounds like bad when you say that, but
what makes you the quote unquote boss? I don't like that word.
No, but I guess it's how you look at it. Like
I'm the one that, in my opinion, when I'm doing these things, I don't say in my head I'm like I'm the boss. But
you
like,
listen to
I make
me,
decisions for our family that
yeah
I know are gonna put us in a place to where we can be successful and
but like
financially free and afford like our family and the way we live.
Like that's every boss, they listen to the other leaders as well. So like It's not Josh controlling what we do. It's me saying, no, I don't want to do this. And then him listening, be like, yeah, let's not do it. I feel like you make the final.
And we're always on the same
You make the final call because we always like agree on, it's always an agreement. It's never like we do something that just you want to do but like a lot of times, like if you want something and I don't really care, then we'll just go do it,
Yeah, it's so I don't know. I don't like the word boss though.
Yeah.
Even like in our company, like I don't want to be the boss. Like
no.
I hate that word. I don't know.
You're the decision maker.
You're going to You're going to exploit your kid.
I hate
Define exploit.
I think exploit is like in their eyes is like using your kid for money and views.
Or like making your kid do stuff or
I would never make my kid like do something they didn't want to do.
I know we've already said this a million times, but I'm going to say it again. I have so many friends on social media that A, aren't influencers, B, don't make any money off of social media, and they post a shit ton of pictures of their babies.
My sister does all the time.
They post a shit ton of content of their kids, but no one would ever be like, oh, you're exploiting your kid for views. But how come when like do social media and like the thing is for me, when we got engaged, we posted about it. That's what our content was around. Yeah. We were now engaged. We were so happy about it. Our content revolved around engagement. Before that, it was about our relationship. That's what we loved. That's what we were doing. Yep. Then when we got married, our content revolved around our marriage. When I fight, our content revolves around the fight. Now she's pregnant. Now the content's revolving around her being pregnant. That's what we love. That's our everyday, like, check-ins, like Katie's pregnant, how many weeks is it, like that's things we talk about, so we share it with you guys. So when we have a kid, we're probably gonna share the baby with you guys. And what's crazy, real quick, if we didn't share the baby with you guys, I feel like everyone would be mad.
Yeah, well,
but then there's the people that say that, so it's confusing.
The thing is you can never win with people like that, because at the end of the day, I know people think that they're always in the right, or they would never do because they're above it, or they're above like certain things. And I am all for protecting like the baby's safety and things. Like I think that there's certain things that shouldn't be posted about kids, just because obviously there is child predators out there. There's weirdos out there. Sometimes it is really hard though to think that there's people like that, because when you have such an innocent and like good intention with things, you do have to be careful. So I'm not being completely naive to say that like there won't be certain things we don't post or things like that. But also, this is something I've also learned is I've seen some people be like, I would never put my kid out there and like identify their personality on social media, like, because what if they're older and they don't want to see that, or what if they're older and they don't like blah blah blah, they don't feel that way. And I'm like, to me personally, and this is my choice because it's my kid and I'm the mom and you're the dad, is that I would rather teach my kid to not be embarrassed of things that was in the past, and to look at it and laugh. If you didn't like it, then you laugh about it. It's like I have ugly pictures of me with my hair cut off, and it's embarrassing.
Why would that bother anybody?
But some people get embarrassed about that. Weird. But I feel like my parents taught me to not take life so seriously and things like that. And it's like, okay, yeah, there's little pictures where I look like a little boy because I cut off all my hair. I think it's funny. It's a story. It's part of my life.
Yeah, now it'd be different if they're like inappropriate pictures.
Yeah, I would never take.
Obviously, that would be different. But
yeah.
I mean, that's like the we're not doing that.
But to me, it's like, even if a kid said something that was like silly and embarrassing, but like funny, like little kids say the stupidest thing all the time, then I would teach them that it's funny to look back on things like that rather than be embarrassed of themselves, but to like be proud and like funny and like, I don't know, just laugh about it. I mean, I look back at my old YouTube videos right now and I'm like, okay, that is so cringy and so embarrassing. But instead of privating them all, I keep them up there because I think it's cool to see how far you've come, or to look back and like laugh at yourself sometimes. 100%. So if that's the case, then I'd rather teach them that. But I think there is things that come with like privacy and just obviously weirdos out there that you have to protect them from.
Yeah, we will.
And I don't
think we're gonna be like exploiting our kid.
We don't
in
need
any
to
way as far as like.
And I never would.
I don't even know what they mean by that. Like, I really don't even know.
I don't know.
Making our kid do something for the camera, or
yeah,
like forcing them to be in it. Like if our kid was like literally pushing the phone away, like they didn't want to be recorded or something. Like I don't even know.
I don't know, because I always see like little kids content and I think it's so cute too. So like I'm like, I don't
100%.
I just have like a good mindset on it to where I'm like, it seems harmless, and I think you have to be careful of certain things and certain things kids can do, but also I think people just are a little dramatic about it. But obviously a kid's safety is very important to us. So
here's one. You guys don't want to live in Arizona forever. That's actually a good one because I don't really know.
I don't know. I think I do.
I just think like the idea of moving somewhere else and starting brand new, like, because I don't want to live in Michigan. I feel like we're both on the same page with that. So it'd have to be a different state.
The only other
starting new somewhere else.
The only other state I could move to is probably Florida.
I think Florida would be sick.
But I also think that there's things that I wouldn't like about Florida. I don't know. I really like Arizona. So it's hard to just want to like, or just think to
the only upside to Florida is how it's way closer to Michigan.
Yeah.
Still
kind of far though. So like one of the flights still 3 hours long.
True. I feel like we'll probably be here for a long time.
Yeah.
Arizona, there's so many good things about Arizona.
Yeah.
You wish you had a boy.
That's actually not true.
As you're sitting here wearing a pink outfit.
I'm actually so excited we're having a girl.
I think we both definitely thought we were having a boy because I feel like everybody put it in our head.
No, it wasn't everyone put it in their head. Before I was even pregnant, you always called my stomach baby Brock.
Facts.
So to me, it was like, oh, it's Brock. Like I felt like I was like, no, it's a boy.
But also everybody said we were having a boy. I feel like 99% of people thought we were having a boy.
Probably because we've said Brock for the past 5
true.
years.
But I just feel all I'm saying is I think it may even look like we wish we had a boy because we always said I said Brock all the time. I don't know why. That's just what came to my mind.
So excited to have a girl. Like there's just so many things. Like I feel like I connect so well with like younger girls too. Yeah. So I'm very excited. And I get a lifelong best friend, which I'm really pumped about. I feel like sons are great and I really want to have a boy one day. But I also feel like I would be very bummed if I didn't have a girl. Just because it's like that lifelong friend.
Yeah, like selfishly, I definitely one day want to have both, like a boy and a girl for sure. But I think having a girl first was like the best case scenario, and I'm super excited.
Girls are more mature.
But I would love to have a little boy to roughhouse with, but like you can do that with a little girl. You can do that with a girl too. And all the daddy girl TikToks I keep saying,
they're
like
so cute.
That's about to be me.
Yeah.
Just saying. Someone said you boxed for the fame. Interesting.
That's weird. Did you fight for the fame before?
No, I didn't. Yeah, no comment. No.
I
feel like we already do social media. Why did I need to box for that?
If anything, you boxed for like the cool opportunity of like, well, one, you love fighting.
Yep.
And like, yeah, boxing wasn't your go-to, MMA was, but like there is boxing.
I will say, actually, you know what? That's a good point. They said that.
What?
Because I will say the second fight I took was such a fast turnaround. We had a lot going on in our lives. And I did actually only agree to do that fight because it was such a big event. And I felt like I would have came that day, and if I wasn't fighting, and I would have been like, damn, I missed out on a huge opportunity.
It's not
how cool, sold out arena in a different country. I've never fought in a different country, never even been to the UK before, never fought in front of a sold out crowd like that of like 14,000 people.
The thing is
why would I pass that up?
It's not you fought so you could get more followers to get more
fame. It wasn't about the fame.
It's like an opportunity. It's like you're literally put in a freaking Creed movie, and like it's like something that you would, like most people would never experience in their life. And like even all of our friends going, and like it is so cool to be a part of someone fighting like that. Like I just can't even describe it. And that's even like, we knew the Austin fight was like big, but not as big. And then the London fight, we're like, one opportunity. We're going to get to travel to a different country for you to fight and in a sold out arena. Like that would just be so cool. And what an experience. Like, and it was so fun. Like that is something that you could look back and like tell your kids. And it's 100%. Almost like, I don't know. Like it's just like almost.
And I think a lot of people would be like, "Oh, you lost. Like you gotta regret that." Like I don't regret that at all. The only thing I wish, like going back, that I wish could have been different was it was just a different date. Like I had more time because like everything had going on in our lives, we were like traveling back and forth from Michigan.
It was right before the holidays.
I accepted the fight like December 5th. We left the 17th.
It's so funny though when you say
like
that.
A week and a half to train.
When you say that, I saw like on like a TikTok, like you were like, oh, like I wish, like you basically like said something. You weren't even making excuses for why you lost, and then people are like,
just random
always making excuses. I'm like, it's not an excuse. You didn't say the outcome would be different. You didn't say, I would have won if this.
I just think
I wish it would have been.
It's facts. Like I wish I would have had more time, 100%. But at the end of the day, I signed the dotted line and like I knew what I was getting myself into.
Yeah.
And I don't have any regrets. I think that was awesome.
I would rather lose and take that fight than not take that fight. Well, not me personally, because I don't want to get punched in the face. Me personally, I don't want to get knocked down.
Me personally, I ain't taking that. No. But yeah, that was a super sick experience. So I wouldn't say I did it for the fame, but I did it for the opportunity.
Yeah,
1,000,000%. You're tired of posting on YouTube.
Okay, so we actually never like said why we stopped daily vlogging.
No, 100%.
In the other podcast, we were like, "Oh, we're gonna like daily vlog." Like,
we are gonna do that in a YouTube video, but we did stop daily vlogging just because it was becoming too much, and we said it from the beginning. Like, if it ever becomes too much, we're just gonna stop doing it.
And it wasn't until I feel like we had like we'll be honest, Josh had like a little bit of an off day because you were in a lot of pain, your back started hurting, and like you were not feeling good at all. And like we were halfway done with a video, and then we're trying to film it, and then just like he wasn't feeling good. He was like kind of cranky, and we were like, we can't pick up the camera, we can't finish this.
Well, I didn't want to. I was like,
it's like
I really
not
don't
authentic.
feel like filming. Like,
yeah, you can't pick up the camera,
and I don't want to put myself in a position every day where it's like, if I don't feel like doing it, I have to do it, and it's never been like that. So I was like, right then and there, I was like, look, like you're pregnant, we have a lot going on, we're traveling a lot.
We have a big trip coming up.
We run these businesses. I was like, why put this stress on us?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, like financially, it doesn't make sense to daily vlog. But we wanted to do it for you guys. But like at the end of the day, I was like, why take on all this extra stress?
Well, the reason
it doesn't make sense financially. It doesn't make sense stress levels. At first, it was like really fun, but then it became a thing where it's like, let's just do it when we want to do it. Like, why force it?
Also, like when we were filming, it was like like we said, we don't need to film more videos to make more money. It wasn't about that. It really was about, we're like, let's show like everything in our lives, like leading up to the pregnancy. It'll be so fun to like lead them in. But then I also was like, we were getting too busy to the point where I wasn't making as many TikToks. I was like, well, now all the people who are on TikTok and don't really watch our YouTube anymore, I was like, they're missing out.
Regardless, we still film a lot of content.
We film so much content.
But we enjoy doing it. But I was like, just doing the daily vlog just didn't make sense for us. So that's basically a quick explanation of why.
But we're still
there's really no reason besides that. It was just why, like, we don't want to force it. We don't want to make it feel
repetitive
like a chore.
Too.
So yeah.
Yeah.
We're not sick of posting on YouTube at all.
And maybe even we'll do Vlogmas or something too.
Yeah. And that's another thing too. When I agreed to, I was like, oh, let's film till like the birth. I didn't realize how far away it was because like we've done Vlogmas every year. I was like,
it's like,
and Vlogmas is hard. Vlogmas is 25 days of filming.
It's like four or five Vlogmases.
We got to do 4 or 5 Vlogmases in a row. I was like, that's a lot.
I told Josh when he decided, he was like, let's daily vlog. I was like, are you sure daily vlogs? I was like, maybe we should do like 5 days a week.
Someone said you wish you played sports in college. No. I didn't really go. I went to community college for like half a year, but if I actually was talking with a friend, I could go back to college and play sports still. And I would definitely,
are you trying to go play golf?
100% do that. I swear to God, I would do that.
That means you have to take classes.
I don't care. I think it would be dope. I would go into it with such a different mindset now. Before, I didn't know what the hell I wanted to do with my life, so it didn't make sense.
But what classes would you be going into now?
Okay, just because we do business, I definitely don't know it all. I could 100% learn more knowledge and stuff. So it'd be stuff like that. Like I have a lot to learn in everything we do. I just
can't imagine you going back to college.
Dude, it would be so lit. I'd be so
I'd get you the coolest backpack. We'd send you off. We'd take your first little day of school pictures. Be like, first day of college, 28 years old. And by that time, we'd be 29.
Dude, I would do it in a heartbeat. There was actually, I'm pretty sure an NBA player that did that and actually went back to, I think, play golf or baseball in college. Yeah.
Wow.
I think so. I'd have to look more into that, so don't quote me.
Josh's next chapter, going to college.
You regret getting married? No, I feel like that's, very obvious. We don't got to go into that. No. We'll see you in another boxing match soon. That's a great question or assumption. I don't know. I really don't know. Just where we're at in our lives right now. So weird
because it like opportunities come up. So it's like, and then it could be, I mean, you went so long after the Logan Paul KSI fight and then you had a fight and then you had a fight right after that. So it's kind of like, I don't know. It just kind of depends.
Yeah, it does take up a big chunk of your life, but at the same time, I love doing it. And like to get paid to get in the best shape of your life, do something cool, unique that most people don't have an opportunity to do. Like there's definitely no reason why I wouldn't want to do that. But having a baby, I think the baby is obviously going to be my first priority. So it would probably be like later in the year if.
Yeah.
I always want to fight in the summer. I like fighting in the summer because I feel like whenever I fight in the winter, it's like you're training so much. And it's like, well, I guess like that's the nicest weather here. Like, I don't know. Fighting in the summer.
We like the warm weather though.
Like then I can be tan for the fight. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
But I feel like we work out more in the summer because it's just so nice to be outside.
100%.
We're weird.
I feel like I've never fought in the summer before. Actually, ever.
When your first fight that I went to, you did.
That was in like May.
Oh, yeah,
it wasn't summer.
It was May.
All right, moving on. Josh loves Katie more than Katie loves Josh. 100% facts.
Not facts.
Someone said we're faking being pregnant for clout. There's no faking that.
It's like we should have. You know what we should have done? We should have got the pregnant belly off. I should have sat with it and then take a shirt and be like, "They caught us."
Oh my gosh. You get overwhelmed and stressed a lot, but you don't let it show.
I would disagree. I feel like we actually don't get overwhelmed. I feel like the only thing that we might not show, but this is like, I feel like every person will go through is I feel like every so often, maybe every couple months, we'll have like a day, not even a full day, maybe just like a little like hour, 2 hour thing where we'll get like sad about something or like just have an off day. But that's like, I don't know. To me, I'm like, why would I show that? And it's not to hide it. It's not, I mean, we're talking about it here.
Like, for example, the other day last week, like I hurt my back working out.
Yeah.
And for me, I hate being hurt. Everything I love to do involves me being active. I feel like probably most people feel the same way.
Yeah.
No one wants to be hurt. So it was like, I was a little grumpier. And then in my head, I was like, we still have so much to do. And like, I can barely even walk right now.
You start getting a little like negative and sad and like,
yeah.
And like, but like that happens. Fine. And like, to me, I feel like it's fine to show like on social media, like your sad times. Like obviously like when your mom was going through everything with like the hospital.
Yeah. None of that's ever something to hide.
But what I'm saying is like, I don't ever want to go on social media and just be negative because sometimes I know it's just like a moment thing. Like I'm like, this is just like a mood I'm in. Like I'll snap out of it. So that'd be the only thing I feel like we don't really show.
Yeah, it's not, we don't go out of
our way. But we really don't, we don't stress. Like, I feel like we both don't stress about things or worry too much because, I mean, at the end of the day.
When you stress about something, it's basically just because unorganized or you're not doing the things that you have to do until it's getting pushed to like a hard crunch time. And then now you become stressed because
my thing too is like
you've put it all off for so long and now you have to do it and you still don't want to do it. So now you're stressed. I feel like that's where stress comes from.
For us too is because like obviously we are religious and like I feel like at the end of the day there's so much that's out of our control that the only thing we can do is like pray about it. And I feel like that praying about things just for me personally like relieves so much stress because it's like I know that like I'm taking anything that I'm worried about or I feel like heavy on me and I'm like giving it to God and letting like him worry and deal with it because like at the end of the day I can stress about all these things and it's like out of my control. So it's like once you realize 100%. That things are out of your control, I feel like you stress and worry a lot less because stressing worry does nothing.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of stuff that we do are stress relievers. Like we love playing sports,
working out,
running, working out, all stress relievers, especially like even the cold plunge I've been doing, like that's a huge stress reliever and like teaches you how to like, breathe, be calm, relax.
A lot of our activities I feel like are really healthy for
And the more stress you get, the harder it is to do the thing you're trying to do. Like stress is just like, stress to me is like a buzz.
No, that is so true though. Cause even like if like, I mean, this might be a little different, but if you're going to get like your blood drawn and you're so scared of needles and it's like you build this up in your head and it makes everything so much worse, then you just like tell yourself that you're fine. You're like, I'm fine. It's not that big of a deal. I feel like just coaching yourself through things that you're stressed about, just reassuring yourself that you're fine.
Here's a juicy one I knew was coming at some point in this podcast, that y'all have sex every night, every single night.
6 p.m. actually is the time.
6 p.m. is a little early, huh?
That's for around one. I'm just kidding. No.
Yeah, the answer is no. Definitely not.
No.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
That would be a lot. We were watching some like reality show and this girl was like, I like to have sex a lot. And
yeah, but she's like
3 to 5 times
girl. Like
she was like 3 to 5 times a day. I'm like, a day? I'm like, holy crap, that would hurt.
Well, she's not even in a relationship, so I don't know how that.
Like that's a lot. Like that
would be a lot.
Well, that's even more concerning, the fact she's not in a relationship.
Yeah, facts. Katie never worked out until she started dating you. Facts. It's all because of me. No, I'm just kidding. She always worked out.
I worked out actually a ton. I just didn't lift weights.
I changed her mindset on working out a little bit.
And it changed my workout style. But I always ran and I always did abs. And
you were always about it. You always worked out.
I loved working out.
That's how we met. She came to take a workout class at the gym, so I would say she definitely worked out before meeting me.
Yeah.
Hold on. Y'all hate some YouTubers jealous.
I
don't know what that means.
They're saying like we're jealous.
Maybe. Honestly, I feel like we don't hate anyone.
I don't hate any YouTubers.
I don't care enough to hate anyone. Like I feel like you have to like really care to hate someone.
And I also feel like we don't really have beef with anyone. So like
there's just anything
people might have
has
beef with
happened
us,
in the past. It's like we move on from things. Like why sit, hate on it, dwell on it, or be jealous. Definitely not jealous of any.
If you sit on things and you hate other people, or then I feel like if you're hating someone so much and you're talking about them, you really just love them because you're still thinking about them.
Hate is the truest form of love, in my opinion.
Yes.
But what's interesting to me is like, jealous, like. And this just might be totally off topic, but I feel like a lot of people assume when someone has either a video that does good or a different YouTube couple or like YouTuber in general is popping off. Like I think people would be like, oh, like so-and-so sees them doing so well, they're probably jealous. Like for me, it's the opposite.
Yeah.
That shit motivates me.
Like, oh, that's cool. That's exciting. Like YouTube's popping again.
100%.
Or
like oh, like they did this, like they're doing so well. That's awesome. Like that.
Yeah.
That just means like
to me,
I'm the type, if like someone can do it, why can't I? Like that's.
I mean, we've definitely been around YouTubers who are like, oh, well, like their video got like this, and you can see that like it's like a jealousy thing, or they get more subscribers. But to me, I feel like when we see like other people doing good, it has no correlation on us doing bad.
It's not going to stop me from doing good.
So like I've never been like, oh, like they have more subscribers than us, like because to me it's not like they're taking our subscribers. You know, so to me, I'm like, if they do good, we can do good. Everyone can do good. It doesn't.
Very interesting. It's everything's mindset.
We all win.
We all winning. You guys aren't as PG as people view y'all to be. PG, like PG.
Oh, PG.
I said we're like PG-13.
I feel like we're pretty like PG-13 on our stuff. Like, I mean, yeah, we'd make like inappropriate like jokes with our friends, maybe, but I feel like we do that on the podcast.
We do that. Yeah, we do that in videos.
I feel like the only reason we do in videos too, the only reason we have to be a little more careful is maybe if it's like YouTube like flagged it or something.
No, I would say we act like literally the same.
But I don't think we're any more.
Like when the camera's off, I do it when the camera's on. Like I don't think there's any difference.
We're definitely not more inappropriate, I don't think. I guess when the camera's off.
No, I wouldn't even say we're PG though. I'd say we're like PG-13. Like we swear, you know, we're
trying not to swear as much.
Sexual comments here and there. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I'd say we are how we act. And that goes into the next one. You act differently on camera than off.
Actually, I do have to say, I thought that was really sweet. I've heard this compliment a couple times from different people. They're like, you guys are actually like the exact same as like on camera as off. And that to me always like, I feel like means a lot because it's like no one wants to be fake or like not themselves on camera. So I thought that those were always like really cool comments to me.
Yeah, I agree.
I would say that like maybe you're like, what's up, guys? Like but honestly, when we run into subscribers, I'm like, hi guys, like how are? I feel like it's the same. Like it's like that, like, hey, like of course let's get a picture. Like it's the same type of like excitement. So I almost feel like even like when we meet people, or even when it's just me and you, like obviously you walk in the room and I see you every day, I'm not like, hi Josh, but we do. I'm like, hi.
We do that.
We do, just in a different tone, I guess. Like, hi.
I would say we're the exact same.
Yeah.
You're scared to become parents. Scared's not the right word,
I'm excited.
but like definitely excited, like open for the challenge.
I'm definitely not scared at all.
Scared's not the right word, but like I know it's gonna be tough.
The only thing I think I'm scared of is like the challenges of like with a newborn and like them getting like sick and stuff, and just making sure they're like healthy and like making sure I'm doing everything the best of my ability so the baby's safe. That's the only thing I'm scared about.
I would say the only thing I'm scared about is this goes with what you just said, is like things that are out of my control,
yes.
like the baby getting sick or any, issues or complications with giving birth or with our child, or like driving, like scares me because like I see how other people drive. Like that would be the only thing that scares me.
But like I said, the only thing you really can do is like pray about it. You can't worry about it, but like obviously you're still going to have that like little bit of scared feeling.
All right, we have a couple more. You're going to have more than one kid. I would say absolutely. Yeah. God willing. Mm-hmm. Katie's sister does not like Josh. I don't think Biz likes me anymore.
Yeah?
Swear.
Really?
Yeah.
Shut up.
I'm not kidding.
Why?
Because I always beat her in pickleball. Like, I don't think she can handle the defeat. No, I'm just kidding. But we play pickleball.
No, both of my sisters love Josh.
Jasmine's my sister.
Your sister.
But yeah, I think they like me.
They both love you.
Maybe y'all secretly hate me. I'm not sure.
You know what's funny is I feel like when you joke with Biz, like sometimes she doesn't think you're like, I feel like she doesn't get like offended, but like you definitely will joke like even more. And I'm like, I wonder if she thinks he's like kidding or not. You normally roast her about pickleball.
I have a weird sense of humor. Like you either get it or you don't. So I don't know.
I think it's funny.
Yeah. The last one was, I kind of forgot it and I just put my phone down, but it was along the lines of something like, you cheated on your ex. We both have exes.
And we both got cheated on, which is, what's so funny though?
Or did you cheat?
I did not cheat, but you know what's funny?
Well, or did you?
I mean, apparently, if you ask him, I cheated on him with like 13 guys, which is pretty impressive.
I was going to say, I always wonder, like, if someone asked her, I was like, I wonder if she's like, oh, yeah, he cheated on me. He was a piece of shit. Because, like,
I wonder if she tells.
That's so not true.
I wonder if she ever, like, told someone, like, a fan or something, just be like, he's not who you think he is. Or, like, you just never know what they could say, which is so funny, though.
I don't think she would, because, like, obviously it's been, like, I don't even know, 10 years. Like, I'm sure, like.
But I remember my ex-boyfriend, like, after we broke up, like, a year or something
You were already doing YouTube, so that's a little different.
Yeah, sure. And, like, fans would be like, is this your ex-boyfriend? He's saying that you cheated on him with 13 guys. I'm like, 13 guys?
That's a lot.
I'm like, if he was going to lie, why wouldn't he make it a little more believable? Maybe like one or two, not 13. I was like, dang, I'm good if I could do that. 13?
Yeah, that's secretive. If you can hide 13 guys.
It's actually funny. When I met Joshy B and our first date, we kind of like talked a little bit about our dating history, not like really about our exes or anything. We're just like, oh, have you dated? Like, how did it end? Like, why did it end? And like, he said that like, he's like, yeah, like my ex cheated on me. And I was like, I feel like if he cheated, he would probably say that. And so I wasn't sure I could like, because obviously anyone could say anything, but I was like, in the back 100%. Of my head, I was like, I bet you my ex would say the exact same thing if he was on a date right now. So like, even though you said that, I did not believe you, but I was like, I'm going to let this play out and see if like your truth is.
No, you would never believe that like on.
But now I'm like, oh my God.
The first dates. But as you get to know someone, like obviously
you see their character,
who they are and their character and like if they would ever do that or not. Yeah. But yeah,
almost 5 years.
Couldn't be me.
Almost 5 years.
Almost 5 years in like 2 weeks. That's crazy.
That is so crazy. Time goes by fast.
I'm excited.
But anyway, guys, we hope you enjoyed this podcast.
If you did, give it a good review for us. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're watching there, and be ready because a new podcast every Saturday at 11 a.m.
And we will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Peace.